It's about 8:30 a.m. right now. Starting to see very early stage scouts. Just one or two coming in and out. One just ran in the entrance there. Just now hit 55 degrees, so they can really get out and start flying now. We'll keep an eye on it and see what it does for the day. It's actually 2 days later now, about 5:15 in the afternoon. Activity's really been picking up today. We're seeing 6 or 8 bees here at a time. So if I had any guess, I'd say this swarm's gonna show up tomorrow between about 10 and 12 a.m. We'll see. Monday morning, about 11:30 right now. Showed up. Took a few days of scouting. We didn't get them moving in, but they've pretty well just arrived within the last 10 minutes. They're still settling down. This one is on the tree a lot, which is interesting. They'll find their way in eventually. What a fascinating sight. So many bees up in there. And they're very, very gentle. At least they normally are. Luckily around here, we don't have Africanized bees, so these swarms are pretty safe. If you're further south and you have Africanized bees, these swarms can be pretty dangerous. But around here, they're teddy bears. Makes 2 on this tree now, this year. Last year we got, I want to say 3 of them off this tree. And it's only middle of May now, so we might break our record from last year. See if we can spot the queen, would be neat. If the queen finds the entrance and goes in, then the rest of the swarm will too. They can smell her and they follow her wherever she goes. So if we can get her to move in, would be nice. They're very gentle. As long as you don't crush them or move too quick, they have no interest in hurting you. This one's not bearding. Sometimes they land too fast and they'll build a beard off the bottom here. This time they're more landing on the tree. It makes me think the queen might have landed over there. If that's the case, we'll have to sweep them off and place them in the box ourselves. If you notice here, we have a drone. You can tell them apart because they're bigger than their sisters and they have big beady eyes. Those are the male bees. A few of them come with the swarm. Sometimes a lot of them. Yeah, that swarm really wants to land on the tree there. See if we can scrape some of them off. Very, very warm. They have to be 80 something degrees. That's where they prefer to be, to fly. Yeah, they're just moving in, finding new home. They'll take a few minutes of this. They'll eventually settle down. Once they all find the new home, they'll recluster in there. And we'll come back tonight, screen the entrance off, and move the hive back to its permanent location, back in one of our apiaries. We have a video on our entire swarm trapping process elsewhere on the channel. If you're interested in the box design or how we bait them, how this all works, you can check that out. And now, a couple hours later, it's about 5 o'clock. They all moved in, perfectly fine. They're starting to do orientation flights to figure out where the new nest is. You can see there's some debris that they dragged out already. This trap is now home.